एजुकेशन फील्ड में एंटर करने के बाद चैलेंजिंग पॉइंट्स क्या थे?
टू चेंज दैट माइंडसेट कि अब हमें ट्रेडिशनल टीचिंग से मॉडर्न टीचिंग पे स्विच करना है। व्हेन आई वाज वर्किंग देयर मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगता था दैट स्मॉल टाउन पीपल आर नॉट परसीव्ड वेल।
जो एथलीट्स लोग होते हैं इनका जो माइंडसेट क्या होता है?
इनकी लाइफ में भटकने का स्कोप नहीं होता।
तो बच्चों की लर्निंग का क्या प्रोसेस रहता है?
5 किड्स विद डिफरेंट पर्सनालिटीज। सो हम पहले बच्चे की पर्सनालिटी को डिकोड करते हैं, पेरेंट्स के साथ डिस्कस करते हैं एंड अकॉर्डिंगली वी डील विद दैट चाइल्ड।
अच्छा, आज की डेट में कम्युनिकेशन स्किल कितना मैटर करती है?
So I think communication is important for you to stand out amongst the rest and people should work on that.
राष्ट्रवानी जी से मिले, कैसा इंटरेक्शन रहा उनके साथ?
I personally feel जब कोई इंसान अपनी लाइफ में कुछ अचीव कर लेता है ना, I looked at him and was like, see, this is where your skill can take you.
कभी भी लाइफ में ना खुद को इंट्रोड्यूस ऐसे मत करना कि मेरा एक छोटा बिजनेस है या मैं छोटा बिजनेस।
लोकेशन ज़्यादा मैटर करता है फिर माइंडसेट?
इसीलिए नाम खराब है उत्तर प्रदेश का खेल में।
सुमन सिंह हमारा बरेली की टीम का सबसे बढ़िया मुक्काबाज है।
अगर आप ये सोच के बैठ जाओगे कि मैं एक छोटे शहर में और मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती, सिर्फ एक अपने कंटेंट के थ्रू दुनिया के किसी भी शहर में और दुनिया के किसी भी इंसान के पास आप अपनी सोच को पहुंचा सकते हो।
आपका एसोसिएशन लक्ष्य सेन के साथ भी रहा।
With Lakshay, the thing is that he is very open to learning. He has that mindset of an athlete.
जो आजकल एजुकेशन में आपको मेन गैप क्या लगता है? हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू आवर पॉडकास्ट। आज का पॉडकास्ट बहुत ही खास होने वाला है। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं कॉन्फिडेंस, कम्युनिकेशन स्किल और पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट पे। आज जो पर्सनैलिटी हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं उन्होंने अपना कैरियर एज अ लॉ स्टार्ट किया। आफ्टर दैट एजुकेशन फील्ड में उन्होंने अच्छा इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट किया। अपने प्लेटफॉर्म लेट्स बी एलिगेंट के थ्रू वो लोगों को इंग्लिश की ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हैं। आप हमारे पॉडकास्ट में हैं।
Thank you so much. It's an honor. I think it's an opportunity for me to learn, and you all are doing such great work. I've seen your content and great work.
आपकी जर्नी कहाँ से स्टार्ट हुई?
So, I have been born and brought up in Meerut. Meerut, say, which is a very small town. When I was in Meerut, I always wanted to get out of the town because I never felt that this is the place where I see my future. So I decided to do law in 2011. After school, I went to Noida and I started studying law at Symbiosis Law School, Noida, which was a game changer for me. It was an institution which gave me so much to do in life. So law में क्या होता है, आपका एक बहुत फिक्स क्राइटेरिया होता है that you have to study, but at the same time you have to spend all your free time doing internship. So I used to spend a lot of time working at corporate law firms. So in my first year itself, maybe when I was like 18 years old, मैंने तब से काम करना स्टार्ट कर दिया था. So after every 3 or 4 months of our semester, we used to work and intern for 1 month at different law firms, NGOs, courts and everything. So that gave me a lot of experience. But when I was working there, मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लगता था that small town people are not perceived well. And बहुत ज़्यादा problems होती है for a small town person to establish herself. Because they always get intimidated by the environment. People speak so well, they carry themselves so well, they have a lot of exposure, while our only exposure has been that we've stepped out of the town. So that's how it started. Then I got a job at a law firm while I was in my final year, which happened to be India's top law firm, AZB and Partners. After that, I got married and shifted to Bareilly.
ओके, जब आप बरेली शिफ्ट हुए आपको कैसा लगा बरेली?
So, maybe it was a love marriage. I met my husband in law school itself. He was in the final year, I was in my 4th year. And he gave me a very clear picture of how my future will look like. So I think I give credit to him for that he did not hide anything. He was very clear that once I shift to Bareilly, they're into education business, so they said that you can take care of the school. If you want to work as a lawyer, you can do that. But deep down, I always wanted to become a teacher. Like, I always wanted to see my career in the education background. So when I shifted here, few months were good, easy. I got school, I started taking care of it. But I was just 24 years old, so I was not that, I was very young. So kahin na kahin I felt that, okay, small town, big town, and then again I'm back to the small town. So that did take a toll on me, and I felt ki nahi, this is not what I really wanted, and I have to step out of it. And that's when I thought that the only way I can step out of this zone of small town is through my work. So I think the biggest challenge for me was to find the kind of work jiski prime audience was not Bareilly. So now I'm in Bareilly, I'm enjoying my small town life and I love it. But at the same time, I have enough opportunities that help me step out of this town and live that big town life as well.
लॉ कैरियर से आपने शिफ्ट किया एजुकेशन में,
Yeah.
तो ये पूरा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कैसा रहा?
बहुत स्मूथ था बिकॉज जो हम लोगों का when I was working at a law firm, the timings were very, very crazy. Like, it was a very tedious job. I mean, I've worked for 16 hours straight. So when I got married and shifted here and I realized that now I'm an entrepreneur and now I can run a business as per my own working hours, I felt very relieved because मैं तब तक मेहनत करना सीख गई थी. So I knew where to put in the hard work, how to put in the hard work. My formative years were where I had literally pushed myself to work very hard. Like, I was super resilient. So when I shifted here, आप जब कोई बहुत मेहनत वाली चीज से थोड़ी इजी टास्क पे आते हो, आप उसको वैल्यू बहुत करते हो, एंड देन यू डोंट टेक दैट लाइटली बिकॉज यू वैल्यू कि आपको अगर दिन में 4 आवर्स भी मिल रहे हैं फ्री एज पर योर चॉइस, सो आपको लगता है दैट दिस इज समथिंग दैट यू हैव अर्नड and this is your free zone where you can have your me time. So that shift was easy for me and I was very happy because I have an incredibly supportive family. So they gave me the freedom कि तुम्हें जो करना है तुम करो. You want to do law, you want to go to school, you want to do your own work. So I knew कि ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं बंद रही हूँ in their school environment. I knew that it's something that I've always wanted. And again, I was given the responsibility to take care of the school, the Gyana school, which I absolutely love. And I think it is one of the best things that came in my life because it has taught me a lot. So the transition was definitely smooth for me because I was prepared well for it.
एजुकेशन फील्ड में एंटर करने के बाद सबसे पहले चैलेंजिंग पॉइंट्स क्या थे?
I think the biggest challenge that I faced was to change that mindset कि अब हमें traditional teaching से modern teaching पे switch करना है. So it's no more like the ratification or the cramming up system wherein you're telling kids कि ये पढ़ के आओ. You have to make your lessons very interactive. So I think the biggest challenge was in my play school especially to introduce Montessori learning, to introduce activity-based learning, and not just to stick and not to just follow whatever is written on the blackboard. So my challenge was to change the mindset of the parents, the teachers, that you have to work in order to make the child grow, to tell them the importance of public speaking from the age of 3 years old, reading, communication skills. So वो mindset change करना बहुत ज़रूरी था. And when I came here, the institution was already established. The teachers and the principal was following a certain pattern to create my own space because मैं बिल्कुल ही अलग mindset से आ रही थी और उनका एक foundation को थोड़ा सा I was trying to move was a difficult task. Like, I had a lot of people stand against me that ये सब नहीं चलता है. And you know, schools work on this principle only that you just find a teacher, वो classroom में जाएगी, blackboard पे पढ़ाएगी. So that was a challenging aspect. But again, my father-in-law, who has been in this education system for many, many years, he supported me and he gave me the freedom to run the school according to my free will. So that was a challenge, but I kind of overcame it nicely.
अच्छा, जब आप बच्चों के साथ काम करते हो तो बच्चों की लर्निंग का क्या प्रोसेस रहता है? उनको आप कैसे बिल्ड करते हो एजुकेशन के लिए कि कम्युनिकेशन इतना मैटर करता है? कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे है? कुछ बच्चे बहुत शाय होते हैं,
Correct.
कुछ बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सट्रोवर्ट होते हैं, तो आप कैसे इन सब के साथ काम करते हो?
So my speciality is that I try to understand the mindset of my kids, and that is what I am known for. I love teaching kids because if you give me 5 kids, I know how to teach 5 kids with different personalities. I would try to understand their personality first. So आपको question बहुत सही है because पहले क्या होता था, like the kind of schools that we have studied, हमारी क्लास में 50-50 60-60 बच्चे होते थे, but that was traditional teaching wherein the teacher used to write on the blackboard, हम लिख देते थे. But now, especially at the Gyana school, what we have a very nice teacher-student ratio. So in class play group, which is like age group 2.5, we only have say like 5 to 6 kids. So उनकी सोच को समझना एक टीचर के लिए बहुत ईजी होता है. So हम पहले बच्चे की पर्सनालिटी को डिकोड करते हैं, पेरेंट्स के साथ डिस्कस करते हैं the kind of behavior and the kind of personality pattern the child has, and accordingly we deal with that child. And when I take my classes, like I take grammar and speaking classes for kids, again, I have to make every child feel special. I cannot treat a child who does not know how to speak well and the child who speaks very well. I can't show them that difference. I have to bring them at the same level. So as a teacher, I think ये मेरे लिए naturally आता है to understand the child's psychology and then plan my lessons accordingly, जो interesting हो और बच्चों को बहुत फायदा करे.
अच्छा, आज की डेट में कम्युनिकेशन स्किल कितना मैटर करती है?
सबसे ज़्यादा आई थिंक कि वही इट्स जस्ट द सेम स्टोरी दैट यू माइट बी द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट पर्सन इन द रूम, बट व्हेन आस्क्ड अ क्वेश्चन एंड यू डोंट रेज अ हैंड, then how will others know that you are the most intelligent one? So you should know how to say the right thing at the right time. करेक्ट. आज आपने मुझे इतनी अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी दी, बट मैं अपने थॉट्स को, अपने पॉइंट्स को आर्टिकुलेट ही नहीं कर पाऊँ, यहाँ से बाहर निकल के बोलूँ कि मुझे ये बोलना चाहिए था, मुझे ऐसे नहीं करना चाहिए था. दैट्स एन अपॉर्चुनिटी मिस्ड. सो कम्युनिकेशन बहुत ज़रूरी है, नो मैटर हाउ यू आर इन स्टडीज़. पर अगर आप कॉन्फिडेंटली और बहुत अच्छे से आर्टिकुलेट करके अपने थॉट्स को लोगों तक पहुँचा सकते हो, इट्स अ ग्रेट स्किल. I was never a topper, so class 6 तक मेरी distinction भी नहीं आई. मतलब distinction क्या, मतलब 70% भी आ जाती थी, बहुत बड़ी बात थी. After that I picked up, but I was always a very good communicator. I used to speak so well. So मुझे कभी भी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि they used to treat me like a student with less grades, जैसे होता था. So I think communication is important for you to stand out amongst the rest, and people should work on that. It's not something that you're born with. You can definitely work on it. So it's easily achievable. आजकल there's a lot of हुआ कि मुझसे नहीं बोला जाता, so मैं ये नहीं कर सकता. I understand. And communication is not about कि perfect pronunciation हो, English बहुत अच्छी हो. Communication is अपनी thoughts को आप अच्छे से present कर पाओ. And in your personal life as well, in your professional life, all these things are very important to kind of eliminate misunderstandings and all of that.
जो लोग काफ़ी इंट्रोवर्ट होते हैं, शाय होते हैं, वो अपना कम्युनिकेशन स्किल कैसे बेटर करें?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल उनको ये रियलाइज करना है कि उनकी ये क्वालिटी है. सो लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर इंट्रोवर्ट बट दे कंफ्यूज इट विद द फैक्ट दैट कि हमें जाना नहीं अच्छा लगता, लाइक दे वांट टू स्टे इन अ कोकून. दैट्स नॉट रियली in being an introvert. They are being socially selective. So people who are introvert and they have realized कि मुझे अच्छा लगता है लोगों से बात करना पर मेरे अंदर हिचक है. So that's our introvert. That's like a fear. That's a fear of talking to people, fear of being judged, fear of what if I say something wrong and then I'm perceived wrong and then misunderstanding होगी. इससे अच्छा है कि मैं बात ही नहीं करता या करती हूँ. So I think if people realize that first, so they can start working on their communication skills, which is completely easy. They can go by inculcating reading habits, reading a newspaper loudly, standing in front of the mirror. And the best thing जो introvert लोग कर सकते हैं, which is that, for example, you're good at something. आपको खाना बनाना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. And you're like, मुझे हिचक है in how to frame sentence or to speak. Just talk about it. Just stand in front of the mirror and try being a master chef and talking about your favorite dish, how you're supposed to cook it. For example, there are kids who love cricket. I get a lot of kids who are fan of cricket. So वैसे वो नहीं बोलेंगे, but I tell them that tell me about your sport. Then they would speak fluently. So I think the best way for an introvert to step out of that zone is find that one thing that that person genuinely likes and start talking about it. So वो हिचक हटकेगी.
लेस बी एलोक्वेंट का आइडिया कहाँ से आया?
So when I was in class 12th, I had my English teacher called Mrs. Renu Bhatnagar, and she gave me this title of being Miss Eloquent, and that title stayed with me. When I shifted here, as I told you, I was given the responsibility to take care of the school, but that did not feel like my own. Like I felt that it was just given to me because I married my husband. So it felt like a massive privilege. So once I was talking to my husband about it and I told him that Aditya, like it does not feel that I've earned it. So he said, do something of your own. And I was like, what should I do? I love to teach, but how do I start? So he said, you have this very bad habit of correcting everyone's pronunciation. So please start making reels on that. And I just took that suggestion so seriously. The next day, I came up with this page. I started uploading a lot of reels on pronunciation. And during COVID, that went viral. And from here, I went there. I started getting collabs. Started getting a lot of opportunities of being a speaker for various colleges. Students started approaching me. People started telling me that they love my content. And that's how Let's Be Eloquent has reached where it is now.
रिसेंटली आप राज शमानी जी से मिले तो कैसा इंटरेक्शन रहा उनके साथ?
So I had a very brief meeting with him. I went to his office because of work. But I think when I entered, I would like to take you through that. When I entered, there was a huge team of people working for him. So when we see these podcasts, we feel क्या ही होता होगा? Like, you know, it's simple, mic है, cameraman है, videographer है, everything. But oh my God, the team was huge. Everybody was working with all their sincerity. Somebody was editing. I don't know. I mean, it was a very different space for me. And I just kept observing and talking to people. First of all, they seemed really happy, which was great because when you enter to these corporate offices, you get that vibe that people hate being there. But over there, everyone was very happy. They enjoyed working for Raj Shamani. And then the man came himself. So I personally feel जब कोई इंसान अपनी लाइफ में कुछ अचीव कर लेता है ना, being in their vicinity even for few minutes leave an impact on you. We must have not spoken a lot. I met him. I told him that I genuinely appreciate his work and he's doing great. But the kind of aura he reflected and the kind of positivity that he radiated made me feel that if you do not stop working hard and if you genuinely have skills to make it big, there is nothing that can stop you from reaching that level. I mean, there was a time when we would scroll past his reels, figuring out reels, and now there is a time when he has millions of followers. It's only because he was damn consistent. So that is the feeling that I got when I met him. I looked at him, I was like, see, this is where your skill can take you, if you take your skill set seriously.
मैम आप कम्युनिकेशन पे भी लोगों को ट्रेन करते हो,
Yes.
एटिकेट पे भी ट्रेन करते हो, तो बच्चों में और बड़ों में जैसे कि स्टार्टिंग से लोग जो बच्चों को सिखाते हैं और एक होता है कि जो अपब्रिंगिंग जिनकी होती है छोटे स्कूलों से या फिर सरकारी स्कूलों से, क्या फ़र्क होता है? या फिर गवर्नमेंट ऐसा क्या करे कि उन छोटे बच्चों को भी वो एटिकेट या कम्युनिकेशन स्किल पे काम करे?
See, communication and etiquette जो है वो आज के टाइम पे बहुत important है. Because I personally feel in a country like India where the population is so much, अगर हमारा civic sense और behavior ही ठीक हो जाए ना, so I think the half of the problems will be solved. How we perceive things, how we react to things, हमारे anger issues क्या हैं, जैसे everybody is not talking about therapy, anxiety, because इसकी awareness लोगों में आई है. Similarly, अगर लोगों को बचपन से we start teaching them good manners, bad manners, there can be a behavioral shift wherein people will realize before doing that act कि ये गलत है. For example, simple सी चीज़ in India we struggle with respecting women. I mean, that's like the basic and the most common etiquette every person should follow, be it a man or a woman, that you need to respect a woman. That is the most important thing, but it is something that we struggle with the most. So especially in government institutions, जो हमारी common problems हैं in terms of etiquette, लोग खाना खा के रैपर कहीं पे भी फेंक देते हैं, they don't know, people use abusive language like crazy, they have anger issues, सड़क पे जा रहे हैं, respect की तो कोई नामो निशान ही नहीं है. So I feel these are the things which the government should introduce in the curriculum and should make it mandatory. And people like us who are in this particular field, who are an expert in teaching etiquette and such skills, can actually be of any help. So I do that. I go to different NGOs and I try to give them training on etiquette, personal hygiene, good touch, bad touch. I'm trying to do my bit, but this is like 1% of what I can contribute. But there's so many people in the world who are capable of doing this. अगर वो ही आ जाए and there is a strong community of such people, then we can truly make a difference. Because अगर आप starting से ही बच्चे के दिमाग में ये भर दोगे, तो वो eventually, I think the result will be definitely great.
जो आजकल एजुकेशन में आपको मेन गैप क्या लगता है?
I think जो सबसे बड़ा गैप है वो मुझे ये लगता है कि पेरेंट्स को मॉडर्न भी बनना है. Like they really want to have that approach that I don't want to put so much pressure on my child. And at the same time, हमारा जो सिस्टम चलता आ रहा है विच इज़ द सीबीएसई बोर्ड, आईसीएसई बोर्ड, वो वही है, इट्स द सेम। वो वही तरीका है, वही बाय द एज ऑफ 5 आई शुड माय डॉटर शुड नो द टेबल ऑफ 5। आई मीन व्हाट्स द यूज़? वो 5 का टेबल लर्न करके क्या कर लेगी? शी नीड टू बी मोर प्रैक्टिकल। सो आई थिंक द बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम दैट वी एजुकेटर्स आर फेसिंग राइट नाउ इज टू क्रिएटिंग दैट बैलेंस, दैट आई वांट माय चाइल्ड टू बी स्मार्ट, but at the same time I want my child to be a genius. So she needs to be good in sports, in art, but she also needs to be a topper. So that the government has to bring some ease to the system in terms of reducing the syllabus, or maybe in terms of for example there is IB board that has been introduced जो बहुत practical learning पे based है, but अगर मैं बरेली में हूँ जहाँ पे IB board है ही नहीं, how can I do that, right? Because there's a lot of disparity in terms of distribution of boards. कुछ schools ICSE होते हैं, कुछ schools CBSE होते हैं, कुछ में पूरी book पढ़नी पड़ती है, कुछ में आधी. So I think there is a lot of disparity. I think एक common system होना चाहिए of education, so that बच्चों की upbringing हम एक स्पेसिफिक माइंडसेट से कर सकें और उनको हम वो स्पेस दे सके जहाँ पे वो एक्सेल करना चाहें. दे शुड नॉट बी अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑन किड्स, व्हिच देयर डेफिनेटली इज.
आजकल मतलब छोटे टाउन के लोग फील करते हैं कि छोटी जगह पे एक्सपोजर कम है, बड़ी जगह पे ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर है, तो कैसे इसको गैप को फिल किया जा सकता है?
See, there are a lot of parents who decide to send their kids to boarding school with the same mindset कि हमारे बच्चे को exposure मिलेगा, which is true. So you need to understand when you are running an institution in a small town, you have to have a place wherein parents feel safe to come to, right? आपके पास एक ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट है जहाँ पे आपका फीस स्ट्रक्चर आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते कि आप बहुत ज्यादा बना दो, या आप ऐसे नहीं कर सकते कि आप बिल्कुल ही कम कर दो. कम करोगे तो आप टीचर्स अच्छी कहाँ से लाओगे, ज्यादा करोगे तो आप बच्चे कहाँ से लाओगे. सो ये बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती है, इस वजह से कई पेरेंट्स जो ऑब्वियसली अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं उनको लगता है हम अपने बच्चे को बाहर ही भेज देते हैं सो दैट उसको एक परफेक्ट एनवायरनमेंट मिले. बट एट द सेम टाइम नाउ the city is progressing, people are taking their kids abroad for that kind of exposure. They are making them do, बरेली में ही आप अगर देखोगे there's so many badminton academies, lawn tennis academy, art and craft centers. Parents are trying their level best, but exposure आता है not from these activities but by the kind of people that you meet, and that is the reason why it's important कि आप बच्चों को एक cocoon में ना रख के उनको बाहर लेके जाओ, टेक देम आउटसाइड बरेली, अपने साथ लेके जाओ, वेकेशन पे लेके जाओ. उनको पता होना चाहिए किस तरीके के लोग एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. दिस शुड नॉट बी देयर वर्ल्ड. सो this is a gap that we have to fill, but I feel parents play an important role on giving that exposure to their kids.
लोकेशन ज़्यादा मैटर करता है फिर माइंडसेट?
100% माइंडसेट. लोकेशन कुछ अगर आप ये सोच के बैठ जाओगे कि मैं एक छोटे शहर में हूँ और मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती, यही मेरी लिमिटेशन है, तो आज के टाइम पे व्हेन द वर्क प्रोफाइल्स आर सो ग्रेट कि आप सिर्फ एक अपने कंटेंट के थ्रू दुनिया के किसी भी शहर में और दुनिया के किसी भी इंसान के पास आप अपनी सोच को पहुंचा सकते हो. सो आई थिंक माइंडसेट मैटर्स द मोस्ट. And of course, it's very easy to say that mindset matters. छोटे शहर में वो, you need to have a strong support system. If people around you are not supportive, especially the ones that you're close with, your husband, your in-laws, your parents, then things get difficult to achieve. So I think a good support system is very important for a healthy mindset. And if you have a healthy mindset, then you can achieve anything, even if you're from a small town.
जो लोग सोसाइटी में ऐसा फील करते हैं कि हम लोग इन लोगों के पीछे हैं, वो कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे बिल्ड करें?
सो सबसे पहले तो उनको ये जानना जरूरी है दैट अगर कोई आपको जज कर रहा है कि आप बेकार हो या तुम मुझसे छोटे हो, तो उनका माइंडसेट गलत है, आपका नहीं. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर देम टू नो. एंड अगर आप यही सोचते रह जाओगे दैट मैं आगे नहीं बढ़ सकता, कि लोग क्या कहेंगे और मेरे पास तो रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, या मैं अच्छा नहीं दिखता, मैं अच्छा बोलता नहीं हूँ, सो आपने पहले ही हार मान ली है. एंड अगर आपने पहले ही हार मान लिया, दैट मीन्स यू आर वेरी क्लोज टू फेलियर. In order to succeed, you have to be consistent no matter what. And I know I'm too young to be giving all this gyan, but I've personally felt it. That I've had 2 kids. I got married, shifted from Delhi to Bareilly. There were a lot of times when I also doubted myself, but there was only one thing that I never decided to stop. I was like, I have to do it. No matter what people say, no matter how I feel, but I have an aim in my life and I have to fulfill it. So ऐसे लोगों को तो मैं बस ये कहना चाहूंगी कि try करो. Like keep trying. There'll be times when you will feel कि सब बिखर रहा है, but You just have to start trying. And you cannot stop. You have to be very consistent. In this fast paced world जहाँ आपने सोचा चलो मैं पॉडकास्ट शुरू करूंगा करूंगा करूंगा, जब तक आप सोचोगे आप देखोगे 3 जनों ने ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट कर दिया है. सो हियर यू जस्ट हैव टू टेक इमीडिएट एक्शन एंड डू इट.
अच्छा, जो लोग कंटेंट क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं, जैसे कि ओवर थिंकिंग बहुत करते हैं कि कैमरे के आगे कैसे बोलूँगा, मैं ठीक लगूंगा नहीं लगूंगा, और बहुत जल्दी पहली हार मान लेते हैं. और आज की डेट में कंटेंट क्रिएशन एक इम्पोर्टेंट स्किल हो गई है कि
एब्सोल्युटली.
आपको जो भी काम करना है आपको कंटेंट के थ्रू मीडिया में आने ही आए. तो आप क्या, जैसे आपने अपनी कंटेंट जर्नी स्टार्ट की, आपने बताया कि आपने प्रोनाउंसिएशन इंग्लिश ट्रेनिंग पे अपना स्टार्ट किया, तो स्टार्टिंग जब आपने किया और राइट नाउ आपके अच्छे फॉलोअर्स हैं, क्या डिफरेंस आता है कि स्टार्टिंग में और अब में?
सो मेरा केस अलग है बिकॉज आई वॉज नेवर कैमरा शाय. मुझे तो ये काम करना बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है. आई थिंक यू कैन गेट दैट वाइब. मतलब आई एम कंफर्टेबल हियर. दिस इज माई स्पेस. अब आज मुझे बोलोगे कि आप ड्राइंग करके दिखाओ तो मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगी. एंड लाइक I don't know how to swim. So if you tell me go show, like we want to see how do you swim, and I don't know how to do all that. So that's the space that I'm not comfortable in. But this is my space. This is the place that makes me feel the most confident. But for people who understand, उनको बहुत मन करता है, उनके पास आइडियाज हैं, सब कुछ है, मैं उनको एक बहुत सिंपल टेक्निक बताऊंगी, which is to create a page on Instagram, create a private page on Instagram. Like nobody should follow you on that page. And for consistently for 30 days, upload a reel. आपको अपनी first reel और उस 30th reel में इतना फर्क दिखेगा that from the next month you will have the confidence to go live on and or to make your page private, like public. So I think the best way, if you have an idea, you want to create content, but you don't know and you're not very confident about your delivery of content, enunciation, then you should try this method. Private account, keep everything to your own, and when you feel wow, मैं ऐसे बोल लेती हूँ अब, then you can just make it public, and I think that will help a lot.
आप एक मदर भी हो, एक वाइफ भी हो, आप एक स्कूल भी रन कर रहे हो, आप डेली रूटीन को कैसे मैनेज करते हो?
I got married when I was 24. I had my daughter when I was 27. I had my son when I was 29. Both my kids are my life, and they make me the most happy. My husband, who I met how many years ago? 11 years ago, is someone who has motivated me to do everything that I'm able to do right now. And I definitely give credit to him because he has been my biggest support. आज तक उन्होंने मुझसे ये नहीं पूछा मैं क्या करती हूँ, कहाँ जाती हूँ, how much do I earn, how do I spend my money, how am I balancing time, because he trusts me. So one of the reason why I'm able to do all this is because I have a great support system. My in-laws are like too good. Like I genuinely love them with all my heart. So I think they are the people who give me that freedom to do the kind of work that I do. They provide support to me. I have great help at home. When I'm out here, like here, when I go to school, I have people taking care of my kids. My kids are in the safe environment. Sometimes when I have to travel, my husband is there and he comes forward to help me. So yes, I give a lot of credit to them. And then I've been raised by a very strong woman like my mother, and I have seen her leave for work at 6 in the morning and come back at 4 and then manage the entire household. And I have seen how, for me, it was normal. For me, this was not something like a superpower. For me, it was like, this is how everyone does. This is how they have to do it. For me, what was not normal was women sitting at home maybe and not stepping out. So I always knew that I have to work. It is something that makes me happy. अगर मैं काम नहीं करती तो I don't think मेरी वो mental health होती कि मैं family को भी खुश रख पाती, बच्चों को भी खुश रख पाती और अपने husband के साथ खुश रहती. So I divide my time properly. Thankfully, school एक ऐसा business है जो आपका पूरा दिन नहीं लेता है. You can, if you have a great staff, if you have a very strong people working, like कोई अच्छी principal है सब है, so you can give at least 2.5 to 3 hours every day and then carry on with the rest of your work. So school का काम मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. Then बच्चों को मैं पढ़ाती हूँ. I take the classes whenever I'm free on weekends or on holidays. Then the other work, online classes, I try to take during the end of the day, like around 8 or 9 p.m. because वो corporate world में ज़्यादा होती हैं. So everybody gets free after 8 or 9. So I try to balance my time. For me, like, it's not rocket science. It's just about, it's become a pattern now. What disappoint me is कि मैं अगर कभी ये सब नहीं कर पाती हूँ तो.
जो वुमेन्स घर पे रहती हैं वो काम करना चाहती हैं और वो कुछ आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहे हैं कि क्या किया जाए, कैसे निकले घर के बाहर, उनके लिए आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
सबसे पहली बात तो being a homemaker is one of the toughest thing to do. मतलब अगर मुझसे बोल दिया जाए कि I look at my mother-in-law and I see how hard she works. I think she works 10 times more than me, 100 times basically. But वो एक बहुत underrated task माना जाता है. And then nowadays there are women who have sacrificed a lot, जो बहुत कुछ करती थी and then they decided कि no, we want to focus on our kids, we want to focus on the family, and they left their job and now they want to make a comeback. So I think the core is to first of all find out what is that one skill that you are very good at and try converting that skill into work. Firstly, nowadays nobody wants to hire someone जिसके पास बहुत career gap है या फिर कोई experience नहीं है. So upskill yourself. For example, finance sector में थे और आपने फिर शादी कर ली and then you got kids, आप नहीं काम कर पाए. उस finance sector का gap bridge करने के लिए जो आपका 6-7 साल का gap है, आप अपने आप को upskill करो पहले, courses करो, so that जब आप jobs के लिए apply करो, you are able to tell them that इस time period में जो भी मैंने miss किया, I did through these courses. And then you can start working because now there's such great opportunities of working from home. To women who are not able to work, I think the only thing I would say is find your area of work where you want to make your career in, upskill yourself in that area, and then simple, find a job because I think that's pretty doable.
कुछ वुमेन्स जो काम करना चाहती हैं पर फैमिली सपोर्ट नहीं करती हैं, वो फैमिली और डिसीजन के बीच में कहीं ना कहीं फंस जाती हैं, तो क्या कैसे अपनी लाइफ को आगे ग्रो करें?
See, honestly speaking, मैं you would see me saying this, hear me saying this in a lot of other events and everywhere. I've been very blessed. मैं नहीं imagine कर पाती वो scenario जहाँ मेरे in-laws support नहीं करते या मेरा husband support नहीं करता. So I can't really comment on someone else's life कि वो कैसे उस चीज़ को deal करे. But I can just give a very generic opinion कि if there is something in your life जो आपका mental peace खराब कर रहा है, जो आपको हर रोज सुबह उठ के रियलाइज कराता है मैं इतना कुछ कर सकती हूँ बट दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ पीपल हु आर स्टॉपिंग मी फ्रॉम डूइंग इट, ट्राई टू टेक एन एक्शन. लाइक आई थिंक यू शुड स्पीक टू योर फैमिली. कई विमेन मुझे लगता है कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं कर पाती हैं अपने हस्बैंड से या अपने इन लॉज से या अपने पेरेंट्स से दैट दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू डू एंड देन कम्स अ पॉइंट इन देयर लाइफ व्हेन दे फील अब तो वो टाइम निकल गया. सो obviously हर किसी की family situation बहुत अलग होती है and we are no one to make a generic comment, but I think if you feel, you should talk to them and tell them that this is what I want to pursue in life, and I'm sure if you have a supportive background then they will try to help you achieve it.
आपका एसोसिएशन लक्ष्य सेन के साथ भी रहा, तो कैसा उनके साथ आपका वर्क एक्सपीरियंस रहा?
Lakshay is one of the most important person I have in my life right now. I value him and the whole Sane family a lot. Like those people genuinely mean a lot to me. 4 years ago, I met Lakshay, and one thing that I realized instantly after I met him was that he was an exceptional person, an exceptional human being. And you know, he happens to be India's #1 badminton player. So when you reach at that level, there is so much beyond the game. Interview interactions, media interactions, PR, and you have to appear or bring yourself beyond the game for the people, for the audience, for people who love you. So I work in that space with him, and it's been a very long association now. With Lakshay, the thing is that he is very, very open to learning. He has that mindset of an athlete. He understands the importance of my work. Even when I'm miles away, my inputs are valued. Whatever I tell him, whatever contribution I make, he values that. And that speaks a lot about the person that he is. I mean, he's an exceptional player. He has achieved so much at the age of 24. I mean, he's just 24. Can you imagine? He's an Olympian. And for people like him, it's very easy to be snobbish, to act like they're the best, but not at all. The whole family is like, even if you spend 2 minutes with them, it's like you're in some sort of masterclass and you will just leave speechless because you learn so much from him. So my association with him now is in managerial capacity and in that space like media, interview and all that. As of now, I feel that working with him is truly an honor because the kind of opportunities he gives me, even when I'm from a small town, is something that I would have never imagined.
आपका इंटरेक्शन कैसे हुआ? पहली बार कहाँ मिले थे?
So हम पहली बार बरेली में ही मिले थे. Lakshya's father, Sen sir, and Lakshya had come to. They're from Almora basically. So from Almora they were going back to Bangalore, and their flight was from Bareilly. That's when I met him at the airport, and we were discussing as to how we can all work together. And the best part was that they got to know about my work through my page, which again made me feel, see, anything is possible. That's the power of the kind of content you make. So that's when I met him for the first time. Simple boy who just knows one thing, how to play his game too well. And crazy values. मतलब आप बात करोगे लक्ष्य से, उसके भाई से, चिराग से, आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि भाई ये सही में इन्होंने इतना कुछ अचीव कर लिया लाइफ में, because they're extremely grounded, and that comes from their parents. And I met sir also, and I instantly remember not saying anything. I just told sir, which Lakshya's father, that sir, I will work, and let's do it. Whatever work will come my way, and I shall do it, because I'm in complete awe of the kind of people that you are. मैं बहुत डरते डरते एयरपोर्ट गई थी, पता नहीं कैसे होंगे, कितना एटीट्यूड होगा कुछ, but zero. And now they are my family. Like, I have immense value for them. They value my work a lot. So yeah.
जो एथलीट्स लोग होते हैं इनका जो माइंडसेट क्या होता है? हाई परफॉर्मेंस माइंडसेट, मतलब कैसे सोचते हैं चीज़ों को काम करते हुए, या फिर अपना
इनकी लाइफ में भटकने का स्कोप नहीं होता. And you know, as normal human being, like I would call myself normal in front of him, there's so many times we give importance to fun, we give importance to meeting our friends, weddings. For them, it's nothing. For them, everything is their game. For them, it is all about carrying the legacy forward. So Lakshya and Chirag have been playing badminton since they were 5 years old. For a small town boy in Almora, reaching the Olympics, वो mindset ही उनको वहां तक लेकर गया है. And उनका अकेले का mindset नहीं, उनके father और mother का mindset, जो आज भी आप उनसे मिलोगे, वो आपको भी ये चीज बताएंगे कि ये सब शोर शराबा है. You have to focus on what you're doing. I'll tell you what mindset they have, no matter where they are. Even if they've gone for work, like recently we were in Bombay. I went to Almora to attend a wedding at his of his cousin brother. Wedding चल रही है, कुछ हो रहा है. Every day they have to practice. We went straight from the haldi function to the court and changed there and started playing. So there is no scope of deviation.
डिसिप्लिन.
Yes, disciplined. They're supremely tenacious. They know हमें मेहनत करनी है, जो हमें मिला है. We can't take that for granted, and we have to achieve something big. उनके लिए ये सब नहीं मैटर करता कि how many paps are clicking them, वो कितने फेमस हो रहे हैं, उसकी कितनी रील्स बन रही है, कि वो एयरपोर्ट से आए, कितने लोगों से. नो, फॉर देम व्हाट रियली मैटर्स इज कि I have practice. I have to work really hard. This is my aim. Every tournament is important for me and I have to win that. और हम लोग normal human being, हम लोग कहीं जाते हैं, even if the days में यार ये जगह रह गई घूमने को, यहाँ जाते और मजा आता, 4 दिन घूम लिए, 5वें दिन ऐसा लगता है अभी और घूमना है. For them it's like, no, this is work,
उन्होंने
is
अपने
worship.
माइंड को ट्रेन वैसे ही किया है.
Yes. उन्होंने कराया, उनके पेरेंट्स ने कराया है, बचपन से कराया. लेकिन आई थिंक आई गिव अ लॉट ऑफ क्रेडिट टू बोथ द ब्रदर्स दैट इवन एट सच अ यंग एज दे हैव दैट फोकस.
ये भी एक लर्निंग है कि किसी भी बच्चे को अगर बचपन से डिसिप्लिन और एक अच्छे एनवायरनमेंट में रखा जाए तो वो काफी ग्रो कर सकता है.
और एक simple
पेरेंटिंग काफी
environment.
मैटर करती है.
पेरेंटिंग बहुत मैटर करती है. इफ यू मीट, I always go, whenever I go to Bangalore, I spend a lot of time with Lakshya's mother, and I just listen her stories because they make me feel that every sacrifice a mother makes for the good future of their kids will pay off well. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता that it will go to waste. So वो चीज values उन बच्चों में भी दिखती हैं because they're extremely hard working. And they will make you realize, मतलब उनको देख के आपको कभी ये नहीं लगेगा कि वो compulsion में ये कर रहे हैं. उनको देख के आपको ये लगेगा हम क्यों नहीं ये कर रहे हैं, हम ये सब क्यों नहीं कर पाए जो वो ये सब कर रहे हैं. So that mindset is insane. That mindset, I've seen him train for Olympics and oh my god, सोते जागते उठते बैठते बस बैडमिंटन था और वो दिमाग में वो एम ही था. I think not anything कि बस you have to make your country proud. So I think it's one of the biggest privilege for me to be working with the Sain family, being here and them valuing my work even when they're like far away from me.
मैम, कोई 3 एडिकेट्स जो आपने लक्ष्य सर में देखे वो आप अपने बच्चों में डालना चाहेंगे या फिर स्कूल के बच्चों में डालना चाहेंगे?
आई थिंक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट एटिकेट जो लक्ष्य में और चिराग में और पूरी सेन फैमिली में है इज दे रिस्पेक्ट यू सो मच. कुछ हो जाए दे विल होल्ड द डोर फॉर यू. कुछ हो जाए खाने से पहले, नो मैटर कितनी प्रैक्टिस से आए हैं बेचारे थके हैं, इफ आई एम देयर दे विल ऑलवेज pay heed to my needs and keep ठीक है, she is here if she wants to eat something. They are very caring and they're very they have immense amount of respect for people around them. Another etiquette that I feel, they're great listeners and everyone should be great listeners. वो उन्होंने बहुत कुछ अचीव कर लिया लाइफ में, वो मेरी क्यों सुनेगा, राइट? इफ आई एम एबल, इवन इफ आई टॉक अबाउट हिज स्पोर्ट, और अगर मैं सेन सर को या आंटी को या कुछ भी ऐसी चीज बोलती हूँ विच इज इन माई एरिया, माई एक्सपर्टीज, दे लिसन. And that is one of the most important etiquette which is missing in people. They like to speak, they don't like to listen. So it is very important. So I feel that the best thing about them is they actually value your work. They listen to you. They're very open to learning. And I think the third most important etiquette that I've learned from the whole family is don't forget your roots. And that should reflect in your behavior. No matter where you reach in life, you must remember where you come from. And that kindness, that's different from respect. That's kindness. That should remember. If I have achieved something really big, but if someone is passing by, drops a pen, I'm grounded enough to pick that up and give it to that person and not think, ye kaam main thodi karungi. This is not my work. So I think what I've learned from them, and I would want my kids to also learn, is to never forget your roots. Never ever.
रिसेंटली मैंने देखा था कि आप दीपिका पादुकोण जी से मिले थे, तो कैसा एक्सपीरियंस रहा था मीटिंग का आपका?
So again, I got this opportunity because of Lakshay, and I mean, when I met her, so we went to a restaurant in Bandra, and that's where she had come with Ranveer Singh's family, and it was a very nice private dinner. She was also pregnant. I was also pregnant. Both of us were pregnant at the same time. One of the things that stayed with me was that she was not at all supercilious. मतलब कुछ लोग होते हैं, उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में कितना कुछ अचीव कर लिया, मतलब she is the Deepika Padukone, and she knows Lakshay very well. मैं कौन, मैं एक, I was just an add-on that went with him. Me and my husband both went with him. But the way she treated us, that will stay with me forever. She was an active listener. उन्होंने हमसे पूरी बात करी, पूरी conversation करी. She made us feel like she has known us for years. Not just her, the whole family. Full Ranveer Singh's family, Deepika. I mean, she was there for us. She was asking us questions. She was answering all our questions. And she made us genuinely feel कि वो हमसे मिलने के लिए आई हैं, ना कि हम उनसे मिलने आए हैं. She was there, and I still remember that moment when I said something and she didn't catch it. And she was like, did you say something, Apurva? And then she's like, I'm so sorry, I missed it. मतलब उनके लिए वो चीज़ कितनी important थी. मतलब I was just a normal person over there. My husband was normal. What we were eating, what we were doing, what was my work profile, everything she was there to understand, to listen, how my motherhood journey was going. So I think the best thing that I learned from her that day was that no matter where you reach in life, it's how you make others feel. That is the impression that you leave on your people. When she left the room, I felt so seen, I felt so heard, and I felt so good. And that was an achievement for me.
कोई अगर इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग करना चाहे तो कैसे स्टार्ट करे? कौन से टिप्स आप देना चाहोगे?
अगर आपको अपनी इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग जर्नी एट एनी एज स्टार्ट करनी है, स्पेशली अगर आप बच्चों की इंग्लिश जर्नी से स्टार्ट करना चाहे, तो आई वुड से सबसे पहले तो बच्चों को फोनिक्स सिखाना चाहिए. उसके बाद बच्चों को रीडिंग हैबिट डालनी चाहिए, एंड देन यू शुड इंट्रोड्यूस देम टू अ लॉट ऑफ इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग एक्टिविटीज वेयर इन दे गेट स्टेज एक्सपोजर, एंड दैट stage fright is gone from the beginning. For adults, I feel if you really want to start your English speaking journey, it is start reading something, either a newspaper or a page of a book in front of the mirror loudly. Once you start doing that, आप में automatically confidence आएगा. And now we have AI. Okay, so AI can help you. आप AI से बोल सकते हो, give me 10 speeches that I can say in front of the mirror. I want the level to be intermediate. I don't want very difficult words. उससे क्या होगा कि आपको, you will be able to read well. But ये सब चीजें तभी आएंगी अगर आपको अंदर से लगता है. Because this requires practice. So every day I suggest you take out 10 minutes and read something loudly in front of the mirror. And the best would be that you record yourself while you're doing this. So when you record yourself, you're able to see क्या चीज सुनने में बुरी लग रही है, आपकी personality कहाँ गलत जा रही है. So then next time when you're recording yourself, then you make improvements in such factor. So I think that is one thing that one can possibly do to start their English speaking journey.
ठीक है मैम, थोड़ा सा रैपिड फायर पे आते हैं हम लोग. तो वन वर्ड डिफाइंस यू.
Eloquent, I think I would stick to that.
कॉन्फिडेंस या कम्युनिकेशन?
I think communication, once you communicate well, confidence automatically comes.
वन हैबिट फॉर सक्सेसफुल पीपल.
You have to be consistent. You cannot give up.
बिगेस्ट फियर यू ओवरकम?
Okay. What is the biggest fear I overcame? Yeah, I think the biggest fear that I overcame was that I can't do a lot in this town. I had this constant fear that I had limitations. नहीं हो पाएगा, नहीं हो पाएगा, नहीं हो पाएगा. But अब लगता है हो जाएगा नहीं, हो गया है. तो yeah.
स्मॉल टाउन वर्सेस बिग एक्सपोजर?
I think again, it's about the mindset. Small town, big exposure, they're just terms. It's about your mindset.
वन myth about English speaking?
Yes, I think one biggest myth about English speaking is that you're only a confident speaker if you speak English well. No, you can be good at communication. You can be a confident speaker if you know how to articulate your thoughts. आपको English बोलना जरूरी नहीं है. आपको सही चीज एक अच्छे पैराग्राफ में बोलना जरूरी है.
लोगों को फेयर होता है कि लोग जज करेंगे.
हाँ, वो that goes with practice, and then again you have to prepare yourself, practice much, then automatically you'll come to a stage जब वो automatically आपसे अच्छे से होगा.
राज समानीस की एक लर्निंग क्या रही है आपको?
वही मैंने उनसे इतनी बातें की, but I've been like following him. I follow a lot of his podcasts, but I think one learning from him and from other people I follow is अगर आपके पास कोई skill है जो और आपको पता चल गया कि मेरी ये स्किल बहुत कमाल की स्किल है, then you should think of ways to monetize it, and then there's no looking back.
एंड दीपिका पादुकोण की एक क्वालिटी क्या जो आपको सबसे ज्यादा हिट करा?
जो मुझे सबसे ज्यादा हिट करा था वो ये था कि how you make others feel, how she made me feel. So when after meeting her, I was just smiling throughout. Nothing mattered. I was papped, this, that, or I felt so special. So I think that's a lesson that if you meet a person, even if you're meeting that person for a few seconds, you should always remember that you should make them feel special.
3 words for perfect personality.
Okay. For a perfect personality, number 1 is well-groomed. You have to be really well-groomed. You can't be messy and trashy. You have to carry yourself with a lot of grace. Well-groomed. Another thing is you have to be very, very kind towards others. You cannot have a great personality if people remember you for being annoying, rude, or unkind. Like, you have to be genuinely very kind. And the third thing for a great personality is don't bring too much on the table. Like, don't step out of your comfort zone. Like, I think if you have to have a personality, try fitting into, don't try to follow the trends, is what I'm trying to say. That, okay, I have to look a certain way, I have to lose this much weight, I have to do this or that. Embrace yourself positively. Then you'll be able to shine.
कॉफी या चाय?
Chai, 100%, no coffee at all.
मॉर्निंग पर्सन या नाइट पर्सन?
Night person.
आप डेली काम करते हो, आप रिलैक्स करते हो?
So I think everybody knows this. मैं तो झूठ भी नहीं बोल सकती. So I have to sleep in the afternoon. Like, I have to take a nap. So that is the way that I rejuvenate and recharge myself. So my time is fixed. No matter how hard or tough my day is, I take that nap.
अगर आपको एक लाइन में अपना विजन बताना हो, वो क्या है?
To educate people as much as possible. That is my aim in life. I just don't want to keep my learnings to myself. I want to educate as many people as possible. मतलब मेरे पेज पे भी कोई रील डलती है तो मेरा एक ही एम रहता है, I don't want to stick to one piece of content. But जब आप वो रील देखो, at the end of the day, you should be learning something. So I just want to educate.
Best part of content creation?
I think the best part of content creation is that it gives you a lot of things. For example, you can be famous, you can earn money, you can upskill yourself, and at the same time, you can get insane amount of opportunities in different fields, जो शायद आपको कोई और field नहीं दे पाती. Like, if I was a lawyer, I might be earning well, I had a great tag, but वो वहीं तक सीमित था. Content creation gets you money, gets you fame, gets you more work, and gets you incredible opportunities to grow.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, आपने इतने इम्पोर्टेंट व्यूज़ आज हमारे पॉडकास्ट जो देख रहे हैं उनको दिए, और काफ़ी अच्छा इंटरेक्शन था, आपके व्यूज़ काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला, तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर
Thank you so much. And it was an honor for me to be here. I'm so grateful. This happens to be my first offline podcast. I've done few online, but this is my first offline podcast. And it will be very special for me also because for people in my town to realize that the kind of work that I'm doing is good, and for you to think that I'm capable and worthy to sit on this chair with you is what made me feel very special. And I learned a lot from you as well. All the very best, and may you shine bright.
थैंक यू सो मच मैम.
Thank you.